Silly me. Ooh. Dog just knocked the table. Right, we're going to start standing today. So find yourself at the top of your mat. Just pop your knee. And we're just going to stand, close our eyes, just for a few moments. Just bring your hands to where you feel drawn to, so whether that be your heart or your tummy. And then just drop your shoulders. Maybe just tip your weight forward and back on your feet just to feel the whole foot and just notice where you're putting all of that weight. So try and evenly put that weight. And then, just like we normally do when we're sitting down, just release that belly, drop those shoulders, draw the crown of your head up nice and tall, and just start to bring that attention and focus onto your breath. You can take a slow inhale in, and exhale out. Really just imagine that string is on the crown of your head, just pulling your head up a little bit just to align that spine. And really try and relax those eyes as they're closed, don't force them. So if you feel like you just need to have them slightly open, just to relax that face a bit more, rather than trying to scrunch them shut. And just draw that attention to where your hands lay. And then slowly just bring your arms by your side, dropping them down, still lifting that chest, dropping those shoulders. And on this next inhale, you're going to take those arms up either side. So inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, draw them into your body. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Again, just letting those arms float up. And then come closer to your body. And then just allow them to rest either side, still hands down, head drawn up. Focus on that breath. Reach those arms up overhead. Take a nice inhale in, connect those palms. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, come to flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Taking that right foot back behind you, drop that right knee. Inhale, reach those arms up. And then as you exhale, try and sink those hips down. And here, just grab hold of your left shoulder, left wrist, and bring it over the right. Just really stretching that left side. And then right wrist over to the left. And then coming back to centre. Bringing your hand either side of that foot to come back to plank. Drop your chest and your chin down, sweep up. Gentle on your lower back as you come up on that upward dog. And then flip your toes, downward dog. You may want to pad it out here, one heel down then the other. And then sweeping that right leg up, bringing it in between your hands, dropping that left foot. Inhale, sweep those arms up. inhale, try and sink those hips down a little bit. Bring those hands either side of the foot. Bring that left foot through to meet right foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, nice and tall. Connect those palms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Taking that left leg back behind you this time. Dropping that knee, sweeping your arms up overhead. Grabbing hold of that left wrist and bringing it over to the right. And then bringing that right wrist over to the left. Come back to centre, frame that foot. Bring yourself back to plank. Dropping your chest and your chin down. Sweep up for your upward dog. Flip your toes into downward dog. Sweeping your left leg up behind you. Bringing it through. Placing that foot in between your hands. Dropping that right knee. Sweeping both arms up. And then bring your hands to frame that foot. Bring your right foot through to meet left foot. Inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. And then exhale, fold forward. Hopefully feeling lovely and warm now. Inhale, come to flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Taking that right foot back behind you. Dropping that right knee. Sweeping the left arm up. So reaching up, allowing that head to go either towards the floor or up to that hand. And then bring it back down to that foot. You're going to untuck this back knee, start to walk your hands towards that back foot and straighten the left leg. Start to bend the right leg, so you're skandasana. So you may only want to be hanging out knee height or coming all the way down to the floor. Stretching that inner left thigh. And then either using your hands or no hands to bring yourself, oh I can't do no hands this morning, bringing yourself up. Come into a warrior two position, so let that left knee bend, right leg is straight this time. Draw those arms either side, drop those shoulders, bringing that elbow down to that left thigh, reach this right arm up. So you're going to push this hand away, push that foot away. And then reverse. So bring this left arm up, reverse that warrior. And then windmill those hands towards that foot. Bring yourself back to plank. Lower your chest and your chin down. Sweep up. Take a nice inhale. Make sure you're doing long, slow breaths. Flip your toes into downward dog. Sweeping the left leg up. Bringing it through in between your hands. Dropping that right knee. Extending this left arm up to the sky. Trying to get that little push into your hips towards the earth. And then just be conscious of your neck. So you can either be looking down or up. And then bringing that hand down, flip the right toe, lift that knee. You're going to pivot this left foot around, straighten both legs, start to bend this right knee. Stretching that inner left thigh. And then again, hands or no hands, up and over to the other side. Back to your warrior two, arms out either side. Windmilling those hands towards that foot. Plank position. Slowly lowering that chest and that chin down. Sweep up. As you inhale, flip your toes into downward dog as you exhale. Sweeping that right leg up in between your feet. And then you're going to bring left foot through to meet right foot. Arms up overhead. Take a nice inhale. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, come to flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Taking that left leg back behind you, dropping that left knee, sweep both arms up overhead, reaching tall, and then straighten that right leg, bring your hands down to that Ardha Hanuman. So here you're going to pull your chest through, take an inhale, and then exhale, arch your back. Inhale, pull that chest through, and then exhale, arch your back. One more. So you're really trying to draw that chest through for that mini cat-cow, and then arch your back. Framing your foot, coming back to plank. Lower that chest and that chin down. Sweep up as you inhale, and then look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder, nice and slowly, just gently moving. Come back to center, flip your toes, come into downward dog. Padding your heels out. One down, then the other. Sweeping that left leg up in between your toes. And then you're going to drop that right heel down, pivot that left toe towards the long edge of the mat, coming into a wide leg forward fold. So both legs nice and straight. If you need a little soft bend in your knees, and then just try and walk those hands through your leg. Allow that head to be nice and relaxed. Gravity drawing that chest through. And then start to pivot your toes towards that right foot. Bending that right knee. Coming into your warrior two on the other side. So resting this elbow on this right thigh, reach this left arm up. And then reverse. Sorry, I realise your cameras are probably all at the other end, but I will guide you through it. Reaching that reverse warrior. And then come out to that original position, so arms either side, right knee bent. Slowly stretching that left leg, lowering that left knee towards the earth as you straighten that right leg into your Skandasana. Heel on the floor, and then again either hands or no hands, up, or I can do it on that side, and over. Windmilling those hands, pivot that back foot, come back to that plank position, lower that chest and that chin down, sweep up for that upward dog, flip your toes into downward dog. You're going to take that right leg up, heel into bottom, just circle that right knee in one direction and then the other. And then you're going to draw that right knee towards that right elbow. Just let it touch and then take it back up behind you. Taking it to your left elbow, little twist, and then lifting it back up behind you. Now taking it towards your right wrist, nice and low, lifting it back up, and then left wrist, back up. This time you're going to take that right knee towards that right wrist hand, rest it down, straighten that left leg behind you, come into your pigeon. So you can move this foot out towards the side, hips should be facing forward, coming onto your fingertips, lift this chest up as you inhale, exhale, curl over. Inhale, lift that chest up, and then exhale, lower. One more. And then allow your body to sink into this, onto your elbows, resting that head on your hands, and just slow that breath down. allowing those hips to be super heavy. Getting back to that slow breath. And then slowly coming onto your hands. Getting that strength ready to bring yourself up to three-legged dog. So you're going to flip the left toes, take this right foot up behind you, coming into that three-legged dog, and then slowly lower that foot to the floor. Taking the left leg up, heel into bottom, circling that knee in one direction, and then the other. And then taking it straight up behind you, taking that knee to your left elbow, coming towards into that plank position, and then lifting it up. Then right elbow, taking it up. Then left wrist. Then right wrist. And then take it to that left wrist and place it down nice and controlled. Shimmy that right foot back behind you to straighten that leg, hips forward. So if you need to do that stag position with your knees, rather than having that leg straight behind you, that is the position you need to be in. Coming onto your fingertips, lifting your chest, and then folding over. 2 more. Lifting your chest as you inhale, and then exhale over. 1 more. And then sinking into it, whether that be on your forearms, resting your head on your hands, slowing your breath down. Taking those few moments to allow your hips to sink a little bit deeper. And then slowly starting to bring yourself onto your hands, flattening your hands, trying to bring your shoulders over your wrists as you flip the toes on that right foot to lift this left leg up into three-legged dog. And then slowly bringing that left foot down towards the earth. Toes together, slight bend in your knee, tip your hips over to the left. And then up and over to the right. Come back to center, just put a little bit of space in between your feet. And then you're just going to drop your knees, hips over heels, walk your hands forward. Sweeping this right arm underneath this left elbow, a bit like threading the needle. So just walking that hand away from you, trying to allow that head to rest. Breath nice and slow. Bring that right arm through to meet left hand. And then you're going to sweep that left hand underneath that right elbow. Threading that needle, using the floor to like just claw your hands a little bit away, just to feel that stretch. Slowly bring that left hand to meet right. 1 more little walk of the hands, so you can feel that around your shoulder blades. Slowly walking your hands up so that you're on your heels. Interlace your hands behind your back. Draw them down the centre, trying to reach the earth, really opening that chest. Bring those hands to that right hip, nestling them in. Draw that right ear to that right shoulder. And then draw that left ear up and over to the left shoulder. Come back to centre. Place those hands down the centre of your back again, trying to reach the earth. And then bring them to that left hip. And then bring right ear to right shoulder. Bring that left ear up and over. Come back to centre. Draw those hands down the centre of the earth again. And then release. You're going to do eagle arms. So you're going to bring your right arm underneath, if you can. And then try and clasp your palms together. If that's not available, like if your boobs are too big or whatever, try and hug yourself. So you want to touch your shoulder blades. So, like you're giving yourself a big hug. Just remember which arm is underneath. So our right arm is underneath. And then we're just going to draw our elbows up a little bit, draw our chin to our chest, and just play around. So you might want to move your hands away from your body, or you might want to lift your shoulders a little bit more, just so somewhere where you can feel it and it's like, yep, that's the spot I need to hang out in. But still try and sit up nice and tall, so don't like allow your to slump all the way forward. Have a bit of control in it. And then start to lift your shoulders up. Engage in that tummy, lift in that chest. Take a nice inhale, and then as you exhale, release those arms. Interlace behind your back, draw them down to the earth. Open up that chest, then release. Then remember which arm, you've got to do eagle arms on the other side. So left arm underneath now. Trying to connect those palms, or you're in your hugging yourself position. So on your shoulders. So even here, with your hand on your shoulders, you can kind of like draw your chin to your chest, lift your elbows. So if your arms are in full eagle arms, draw your hands up again, hands away, chin to chest. Find that little sweet spot. And then try and draw those elbows up a little bit more. And a little bit more. Again, engaging that tummy, lifting that chest. Finding that sweet spot. And then releasing those hands. Interlace behind your back. And then you're slowly going to fold forward over your tummy. And then start to lift those hands up. Slowly bringing yourself up. Coming into a tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. You're going to pull your chest through, come to cat-cow. So you're pulling your chest through, but now you're going to draw your heels into your bottom. Lift that chest. Then you're going to arch your back as you slowly lower your feet to the mat. And as you arch your back, lift your knees. Just ever so slightly off the floor. Drop those knees, pull that chest through, belly button down to the earth, heel into bottoms, bottom even. And then slowly lower your feet to the mat, arch your back, lift your knees. Drop those knees, last one, pull that chest through, heels into bottom. Flatten those feet, arch your back, lift your knees. And then slowly lower your knees, crossing your ankles, coming onto your bottom, coming all the way over. As you hug your knees into your chest, scooping them in, allowing that lower back to have a little bit of a massage. So maybe knees in one direction and then the other. Hug that right knee in, let that left leg go long. Point and flex your toe, circle your foot. And then draw your forehead up to meet your knee, and then just slightly lift that left leg off the mat. Point those left toes, point those right toes. Slowly lower that left leg and your head down to the mat. Left knee in, let that right leg go straight, resting on the floor for the moment as you hug that left knee in. Move that left foot, really wake it up. Flex and point, move your toes, hug that knee into your chest. Draw that forehead up to meet your knees as you lift that right leg up off the mat. Slowly lowering your head down, lowering that leg down. Both feet flat towards your hips. Widen the stance of your feet so they're slightly wider than your hips, and just drop your knees over to the right, arms out either side, turn your head over to the left. Really breathe into that left rib cage space. Engage in that belly button, draw those knees up and over to the other side. Head in the other direction. Again, breathing into that space. That rib cage that's lifted up to the ceiling. And then knees back to centre, hugging them into your chest. Wrapping your arms around your knees if you can. If not, just bringing your hands behind your thighs, drawing your forehead up to meet your knees. And then releasing into your Shavasana. So whether you want that to be knees bent, and just slowly close your eyes. Relax your face. Draw that attention to your breath. Maybe count your breath in if you feel that your mind is distracted. Noticing that rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And just start to scan your body, your jaw, your face, your shoulders, neck, chest, tummy, pelvis, thighs, knees, calves and feet. And taking that inhale from the tip of your toes to the crown of your head. And then that exhale travelling down your spine, coming out through your heels. Allowing every part of your body to find peace and ease and stillness. Still keep drawing that attention to yourself, heaviness of your body, the points of contact with the floor, the sensations of the air around you. As you slowly start to bring attention to your fingers and your toes, wriggling them, stretching them out, rotating your wrists, rotating your ankles, flexing and pointing your toes, and then hugging your knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side, and then allow your body to drop to one side. And then keeping your eyes closed, slowly bring yourself to a nice seated position. Feeling the ground beneath your bottom, Drawing the crown of your head up to the sky, dropping your shoulders towards your heart and lifting your heart to the sun. Allow that belly to release as you take a slow inhale in and exhale out. Sweep both arms up overhead, seal that energy in, and then draw your hands to heart center, connecting with your heartbeat, connecting with your breath. May your day be filled with peace and ease and groundedness. Namaste, thank you for joining me.